Hi pupil, welcome to this special National Common Entrance class. Now this class is basically on mathematics. Most of these questions you've already taken them in school. So we're just going to do a brief review of each of these questions. These are questions that will come out in National Common Entrance any day, anytime. So make sure you sit down, you're relaxed, you're with your writing material because I'll be right back. Welcome back to this channel. Once again, my name is David, all right? And if you are yet to be subscribed to this channel, you've got to do so now because we'll be adding other subjects like basic technology, basic science, and the likes of them so that you don't miss out on all of those past questions for free. Now let's go to what we have today. We have 40 questions for mathematics that you would encounter in your common entrance test. The first one here is express XLIX in Arabic numerals. Express XLIX in Arabic numerals. Now, XL is what? 40, right? And IX is what? 9 in Roman numerals or Roman figure. Now L is what? 50. X is what? 10. IX is what? 9. So XL 40, IX 9. So when you put 40 to 9, you have what? 49. So the correct option is D, 49. Question 2. Write in figure 25,005. Write in figure 25,005. So the first one we are writing is what? 25,000. 25,005. The next one is what? 5. So figure means write in numbers. So 25,005, you just need to what? Add it. So that would be what? 25, 0, 0, 0 plus 5, 5. So make sure you put your comma after the third number from the right. Here you put your comma. So the correct option will be what? A, 25,000. 5 on, sorry, correct option will be D, 25,005, just as you can see in my work there. Question number 3. What's the place value of 2 in 204.14? 204.14. What's the place value of 2 in 204.14? Now, you've been taught place value in school. This one before the point, or the digit before the point, is what? Your unit. The next after it is what? Tens. The next after it is what? Hundreds. On this other side also, the one just after it is what? Tenth. The one just after it is what? 100. Right? So, what's the place value of 2? If you have to call this, what will you call it? 200. You will call it what? 200, 0 tens, 4 units. That's why you call it 204. So it has the place value of what? 100. So A is the correct answer. Question number 4. Find the LCM of 12, 18, and 24. 12, 18, and 24. What's the meaning of LCM? It's just short or an abbreviation for lowest common multiple. So what you need to do is simply put it in what? Your table. Okay, you have 12, 18, and 24. You want to start with the smallest number that can divide all three, which will be what? 2, right? So 2 in 12. How many 2 will you see in 12? You can count with your fingers or well, whichever way you want to do it. But because of time, you have 6. How many 2 in 18? You have 9. How many 2 will you get in 24? You have 12. 2 will still go, right? So you have what? 3. Will 2 go in 9? No, there will be a remainder of 1. So we'll leave 9 like that for now. Will 2 go in 12? Yes, it will go, and you have 6. 2 can still go in one of these numbers, which is 6. So we have 3, you have 9 here because 2 cannot go in either of them. Then for 6, you have 3. Now 2 cannot go in any of these numbers anymore. So we switch to the nearest the next number that can go in any of them. So, and that will be what? 3. So 3 will go in 3, 1. 3 will go in 9, 3 times. It will go in 3, 1 times. Then lastly, we'll use 3 again so that we can take this one down to 1, 1, 1. Right? So what's our lowest common multiple? You just need to multiply all that you have here. So you start from the smallest to the highest, which will be what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Make sure that after you are done writing it out, you count them to be sure, okay, I have 2 3s here. Here are my 2 3s. And I have 3 2s here. Here are my 3 2s. So 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. So 8 times 9, 3 times 3, 9. 8 times 9 will give you what? 72. So the LCM of 12, 18, and 24 will be 72. So the correct option is B. Question number 5. If you are enjoying this, make sure you like this video to show to YouTube that you are enjoying it so that YouTube can recommend it to other students who are in need of this exact video. Now, moving forward, we go to question number 5. Find the sum of the square of 9. Make sure you pay attention to instructions very well because they carry the answers in there. So find the sum of the square of 9. So we are finding the sum. You put your plus in the middle. The square of 9. So square of 9 will mean what? 9 raised to power 2, right? And the square root of 9. So square root of 9 will mean what? Square root of 9. So square of 9 will mean what? 9 times 9. Your big plus will be here. And square root of 9, you definitely have been taught in school. I won't go into that, but for time's sake, square root of 9 is what? 3, right? So 9 times 9, 81, plus 3, it will give you what? 84. So the answer to this question is D, 84. Now question number 6. Express 30,000 as a percentage of 60,000. So 30,000 as a percentage of 60,000. I told you in the video I did yesterday on National Common Entrance, one of the quantitative questions we did. If you are yet to see that video, make sure you go to the description. You see a link to the playlist where you will see that video. I told you that wherever you see percentage, it means what? 100. Okay, so what do you do in this case? And wherever you see of, it means multiply. So 30,000, because you want to make convert this to percentage. 30,000 times 100 over 60,000. You want to find the percentage of 30,000 in 60,000. So that will become what? Or even from this stage, you can cancel zeros because we have too many zeros here. So 0 will take out 1 0 here. This 0 will take out this 0. And this 0 can take out this one. This 0 can take out this one. So what do you have? 300 and you have 1. So 300 times 1 will be what? 300. 6. You have all other zeros have been cancelled. So 300 over 6. And when you divide it, 6 in 30, you have 5, right? So you have 5, you have 1 here. So that will be what? 50. And your correct option will be what? 50. Now, because we have changed it, we have converted 30,000 to percentage. Note that there must be percentage just after your work. You must always put the units behind your answer. Question 7. Which of the following numbers is not a perfect square? What's a perfect square? A perfect square is that same number or a number, the same, that's two times of a number that's exactly the same. You multiply them together and it gives you a figure you are desiring, or it gives you a certain figure. Exact same number, right? Note that. So which of these numbers is not a perfect square, or which of these numbers will you multiply, or which number will you multiply by itself that will give you any of these numbers? Let's start from E. We have 9. Okay, to break it down so that you understand better what I'm saying. A number that you can multiply by itself that will give you 9 will be what? 3 times 3, right? So that's a perfect square. Then you have 25. 25 will be what? You already guessed, right? 5 times 5, right? Then you have 121. 121 will be what? 11 times 11, right? You have 144. 144 is what? 12 times 12, right? What about 200? Is there a perfect number that you can multiply with itself that will give you 200. No, you can get 20 times 10, you can get 10 times 20. You cannot get an exact same number that you multiply together that will give you 200. So 200 is not perfect square. So the answer is 7. A. The answer to that question is A. Question number 8. Find the simple interest on 600 for 8 years at 9% per annum. Now, the formula for simple interest is what? SI is equals to principal times rate times time over 100. Simple interest. So what's your simple interest? It says find the simple interest. We are looking for simple interest. So simple interest. What's the principal? The principal is what? 600. So 600. What is the rate? That's how long? How long is 9%? The rate is 9%, not how long. The rate, that's by how much. How much? So 9%, which is 9 times 100, and 5 years times 5, right, over 100, right? So let's remove our percentage from here. So 600 times 9 times 5, or you can say 600 times 45 over 100, right? So 0 will cancel 0, 0 will cancel 0. So 6 times 45 will give us what? By the time you do your calculation, let's multiply it. 5 times 6, 6 in 5, that is 30, 24, 27. So that will give you what? 270 over 1, which is the same thing as 270. So the correct option for this question will be option E. Question number 10. What must be divided by 9 to obtain 32? Okay, so x divided by 9 equals to 32. So x equals to 32 times 9. So you multiply 32 times 9 to know what the number would be that will divide 9 to get 32. So 32 times 9, that will be 9 times 2, 18. 9 times 7, 9 times 3, 27, plus 1, 288. So x will be what? 288. So 288 will divide 9 to give you 32. The correct answer will be option D. Question 11. Calculate the mode for the following data set. What is mode? Mode is the number occurring the most in the data set. Okay, so or the highest occurring number in a data set. So calculate the mode for the following data set. You have 0.011, 0.01, 0.011, 0.01. This one doesn't need calculation. All you just need to do is how many 0.011 do we have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. How many 0.01 do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have any other number apart from these two? No. So the number that appears most in this data set, this is a data set, and the number that appears most is what? 0.01, which is option B. Question 12. The sum of the angles in a triangle is what? This one also does not need calculation. The sum of angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. How many lines, question 13, how many lines of a symmetry does a regular pentagon have? Okay, so a regular pentagon, something like this. So it has 5 lines of symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Question number 14. What is the area of triangle with base 12 centimeter and height 6 centimeter? So triangle. This is your regular triangle. The base is what? 6 centimeter and the height is 12 centimeter. What's the formula for calculating area of triangle? Which will be, it is area is equals to half base times height. So what's the base? 1 over 2 times base is what? 6. And what is the height? 12. So 6 times 12, 72 over 2, which is what? 36 centimeter square. So your correct option is option A, right? Question 16. A car travels 240 km in 3 hours. What is its average speed? And what's the formula for calculating average speed? Speed will be equals to, that's speed equals to distance over time. So once you know the formula in your brain, or once you have a knowledge of the formula, to find the answer would be very easy. You just need to duplicate or supplicate the figures into your formula. So what's distance according to your formula? Travel. Travel is distance. Anytime you see kilometer or meter, that's distance. So because distance is measured in kilometer or meter, which will be 240, 240 kilometer. Then time is measured in what? Hours or seconds or minutes. So when you see H, it means hours. So 3 hours. So 3 here 1, 3 into 40 will be what? 80. So your answer will be what? 80 kilometer per hour, right? 80 kilometer per hour. It's just dividing your distance by the time. So that's 80 kilometer per hour. The correct answer is option B. Question 17. If 3 pencils cost 24 naira, how much will 7 pencils cost? So 3 pencils will cost 24 naira. So to know the value, the price for 1 pencil, all you need to do is divide 24 naira by 3 pencils. And when you divide 24 by 3, you will have 8. So 1 pencil costs 8 naira. So now that we know the cost of 1 pencil, how much will 7 pencils cost? That will be 8 times 7, which will be 56 naira. Correct. So the correct option is option A. Question 18. Find the next number in the sequence. 2, 4, 8, 16. What will be the next number? You can see that it's multiple of 2. Okay, oh sorry. It's multiplied by 2. You can see the sequence, that the sequence is just the multiplication by 2. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2 will give you what? 32. Option D is the correct answer. 19. How many edges does a cube have? So a cube. Now this is the shape of a cube. How many edges does a cube have? By the time you count all these edges together, it will give you 12. The cube has 12 edges. Question 20. The mean of 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 is what? What is the mean? Mean is like the average of this set of numbers. So what do you have? You have 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25. Okay, 5 plus 10, 15, 15 plus 15, 30, 30 plus 20, 50, 50 plus 25, 75. Divided by how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by 5 numbers. By the time you divide it, you have 15. So the mean of this number will give you 15. 21. Find the value of 2 raised to power 3 plus 4 raised to power 2. So 2 raised to power 3 plus 4 raised to power 2. So 2 raised to power 3 is simply what? 2 times 2 times 2. Right? So 2 times 2 times 2 plus 4 times 4. Okay, so 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. This is 8. 4 times 4, 16. 8 plus 16 will give you what? 24. So C is the correct answer. 22. Change 0.75 to percentage. So 0.75 to percentage. Changing to percentage simply means 75 over 100, or multiplying it by 75, which will give you 75%. If you multiply 0.75 times 100, it will give you 75. Then make sure you put the percentage beside it, because you have changed this decimal to percentage. Correct option is option A. 23. If A is equals to 2 and B is equals to 3, evaluate AB plus B2. Okay, now let's do that here. AB plus B2. Now A is what? A is 2, that's 2 times B. B is what? 3 plus B2. B2 is what? 3 raised to power 2. So 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3 raised to power 2 is what? 9. 6 plus 9 is what? 15. That's B. Correct option. Question 24. Find the median of the numbers 6, 3, 9, 2, 5. Median means what? Middle number. How many numbers do we have in first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the middle number is what? 9. So the correct option will be what? Option D. 25. What is 1 over 4 of 64? So 1 over 4 of 64 will simply mean 1 over 4. I told you that anywhere you see off, it also means times 1 over 4 times 64. So that will be what? 64 over 4, which will be what? When you divide it, it will give you 4. Okay, let's do it. 4 in 6, 1, remaining 2, right? 4 in 24, 6. So which is what? 16. So option A is the correct answer. 26. How many seconds are there in 2 hours? Now, definitely, you know the song, 60 seconds make 1 minute, 60 minutes make 1 hour. So 60 minutes make 1 hour, right? So 1 hour equals to what? 60 minutes. And then you say 60 seconds make 1 minute, right? So 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Okay, so 60 times 60, that will give you 3,600. So 3,600 seconds are in 1 hour. So how many seconds are in 2 hours? You just need to multiply this by 2. Okay, so 3,600 by 2, that will be 7,200 seconds in 2 hours. Alright, moving forward, question 27. Write 7.8 kilometer in meter. What this simply means, anywhere you see kilo means 1,000 kilometers. So kilometer means 1,000 meter. So what you need to do is just multiply what you have here by 1,000 to convert kilometer to meter. So 7.8 kilometer to meter will be what? 7.8 kilometer times 1,000, which will give you 7,800 meter. Or you want us to multiply it? Yes, we can. Okay, just right, and then you multiply. All right, question 28. Solve 2 over 5 plus 3 over 10. 2 over 5 plus 3 over 10. So what you just need to do is find the LCM, which is LCM of 5 and 10 is what? 10. How many times will 5 go in 10? 2 times. 2 times 2, 4. Plus, how many times will 10 go in 10? Once. 1 times 3. 3. That's 7 over 10. Okay, so the answer is option C. 29. A bag contains 3 red balls, 4 green balls, and 3 yellow balls. What is the probability of picking a green ball? So green ball will represent green ball by what? G. So how many green balls? 4 green balls. 4 green balls. Okay. How many red balls? Indicated by R. 3. How many yellow balls? Yellow. 3. What's the probability of picking a green ball? So what's the total number of balls that are inside the bag? That's 4 plus 3 plus 3, which will be what? 10. How many green balls once again? 4. So what's the probability of picking a green ball from a bag of 10 balls? Now 4 over 10. Right? Did you understand that? So that's option E. 30. Find the area of a rectangle of length 10 cm and width 4 cm. What's the area of rectangle again? Okay, this is your rectangle, your typical rectangle. The width is what? That's from here to here is 4 cm. And the length from here to here is what? 10 cm. What's the area for rectangle? Definitely you know that. Length times breadth. So width times breadth, length times width. So length times width or length times breadth. That will be 10 times 4, which is what? 40 centimeter square. Correct. So question option B is the correct answer. 31. Write 3.4 as a fraction. Write 3.4 as a fraction. So 3.4 as a fraction. 3/4, sorry, rather, as a fraction, which is also 3 over 4, which will be option C. Moving forward, 32. How many angles has a pentagon? Okay, we saw this question before. So a pentagon has 5 symmetric sides. So it definitely has 5 angles. Option C. Now 33. If 12 mangoes cost 360, what is the cost for one mango? Okay, so we have, let's quickly do it here. We have 12 mangoes. 12 mangoes equals to what? 360. 12m. Okay, so what's the cost for one mango? So one mango, 1m equals to 360 over 12. So 12 in 36, that will give us 330. 12 here, 1, 12, 36, 30. So one mango will cost what? 30 naira. So that option will be option C. Alright, question 34. Find the difference between 3.7 and 2.15. So the difference means to subtract. So you have 3.7 and you have 2.15. Now you notice that this place is empty. So all you need to do is to add 0 to this place so that it can make sense. So then you subtract. You can borrow 1 from here, put here, this will be 5. Borrow, this will now be 6, right? So 6 minus 5, 6 minus 1, 5. Then this one is still 3, 3 minus 2, 1. So the correct option will be what? B, 1.55. If you don't understand any of these calculations, you can leave a request in the comment section so that I can return to explain it further on to you. If you also want to join our live class, it's free. You can apply through the link you will find in the description. Make sure you are subscribed for subsequent maths video that will help you master simple maths like this as you prepare for your common entrance. Okay, let's move on to question 35. What is 10% of 2,000 naira? Okay, so 10%, I told you that wherever you see percentage, it means 100, and when you see off, it means multiply by. So that's 10 over 100 times 2,000 naira. So off is multiplication. So 10 times 2,000 will give you simply 20,000 naira divided by what? 100. So let 0 cancel 0. Let's another 0 cancel this 0. So 200 divided over 1, right? So what you have is what? 200 naira. Option A is the correct option. And then 36. Find the missing number in 3, 6, 12, question mark, and 48. Now you study the first part, and there is actually a formula for calculating this, but we're not going to use that formula for the sake of this is a past question. So 3, 6, 12, then there is an omission, and then 48. So just as a scholar that you are, just look at the progression, and then you can tell how it goes. You can see that, okay, 3 times 2 gives you 6, 6 times 2 gives you 12. Okay, that means 12 times 2 will give you what? 24, and 24 times 2 will give you 48, right? So just simple brain teaser to know that the correct answer will be 24 as option. 37. What is the value of 5 raised to power 2 times 2 raised to power 3, which is simply 1? Okay, 5 raised to power 2 times 2 raised to power 3. That's simply 5 in 2 places, right? That's 5 times 5, right? Times 2 in 3 places, right? That's 2 times 2 times 2, right? So 5 times 5, 25, times 2 times 2 times 2, 8, right? 25 times 8 will give us what? 200. Option C is the right answer. Question 38. Convert 2.5 hours to minutes. So 2.5 hours to minutes. Now, how many minutes make 1 hour? 60 minutes make 1 hour, right? So 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. What about 2 hours? How many minutes will be in 2 hours if 60 minutes is in 1 hour? That's 60 times 2, right? So 120 minutes in 2 hours. Okay, so if 120 minutes in 2 hours, or if 60 minutes is in 1 hour, how many minutes will be half of an hour, which is like 0.5? That will be 30 minutes, right? So half of an hour, half hour. How many minutes will be in that will be 30 minutes, right? So 2.5 hours, right? And then 120 minutes plus 30 minutes. So you have 150 minutes in 2.5 hours or 2.5 hours. So that's option. Okay, 39. Find the next term in the parallel 1, 4, 9, and 16. Now, what kind of progression is this? This is 3, 5. This is a geometric progression. So find the next term in the pattern 1, 4, 9, 16. So if you look at 1, 4, 9, 16, what's the difference between each of these numbers? 1 to 4. You can see that there is 3 numbers between 1 to 4. So, or you can say 2 or 3, depending on how you count the third one. So, or let's say 2. Then 4 to 9. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4. Then 9 to 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's 6. Okay, so the next one, now we have seen 1 to 4, 2, 4 to 9, 4, 9 to 16, 6, then 16 to the next one will be what? Let's add 8 numbers to it. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So your correct option will be 24. Do you understand that? Just observe the pattern. That's why it's called pattern. There's no really like a special formula for it. It doesn't need special formula. Just observe the pattern, then you can predict what the next number will be. Okay, then the last question we have for this practice is if x equals to 3 and y equals to 2, find x squared plus y squared. We've treated a lot of this already. So just supplicate your values into your equation. So I will do it within the space I have here. So x is what? 3. Y is what? 2. X squared will be what? We supplicate x for what? 3 raised to power 2 plus y is what? 2. 2 raised to power 2. So 3 raised to power 2 is what? 3 times 3 plus 2 times 2. So 3 times 3, 9 plus what? 4 equals what? 13. So your answer is 13B. So with that, we come to the end of this 40 interesting questions for National Common Entrance Maths. Now, this common entrance is according to the calendar, it's going to start this month of June. So make sure you study a lot of these questions as this. And because we will be uploading more questions as this, you want to make sure you are subscribed to this channel. If you have difficulty with any of the questions, or if I have taken it wrong or modeled it up, you didn't get it quite right, leave it in the comment section so we can discuss together and I can probably give you better explanation, maybe on WhatsApp or even on a call. Yeah, I'm sure you liked and enjoyed it. Share it to your friends and see you.